Hello, my YouTube family. Welcome back to my channel. Do you ever feel like there's a level of wealth that you just cannot grasp? Do you ever feel like there's a level of wealth that you know is meant for you but just doesn't seem attainable right now? Well, this is definitely the video for you, and it found you in divine timing because this is going to matter within the next 48 to 72 hours. I have 5 piles for you to choose from. And we're actually going to use angel numbers for each pile. So you're going to pick an angel number that you resonate the most with at this moment in time. Maybe one that you've seen often, maybe one that you just feel like is you. Or maybe you pick randomly. However you decide to pick, as long as you feel connected to the pile that you pick, know that every message will come to you just how it's meant to. All right, you guys, let's get into these 5 piles. For pile number 1, your angel number is 333. For pile number 2, your angel number is 555. For pile number 3, your angel number is 222. For pile number 4, your angel number is 1111. For pile number 5, your angel number is 777. Once again, take your time picking your pile. As always, if you would like a one-on-one reading with me, you can do that through one place only, and that is my official website. Also, if you're into astrology, hoodoo, or spirituality in general, you can find a whole bunch of juicy blog posts and other content on my website and in my newsletters. So make sure you check that link tree in the description. All right, y'all, pick your pile and let's get into the tea. I'll see you there. Pile number 1, let's go ahead and get into your reading. You chose the angel number 333. The angel number 333, a lot of the times, especially when we're talking about finances and wealth and career, a lot of the time this has to do with expansion, growth, doing things and aligning with things that expand your thinking and not contract your energy in your thinking, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the first card. The first card, the Rogue, okay? We're going to show this as best we can here. Gorgeous card, okay? And this card is going to really detail for us your energy and your approach to wealth in your wealthiest timeline. What does that version of you do to get the money that they have? All right, so I'm going to read this one from the book. This book, or this deck, was created by Taylor Eden. She's another creator here on YouTube, and oh my God, is her content amazing. Okay, so let's see if I can find it in here. Okay, this is what it says for you, my love. Playful abundance, truths revealed. The Rogue is a misunderstood character. She moves in the shadows, playing jokes that often cause havoc and mayhem. But her intent is never to cause harm, only to quickly direct attention to where it's most needed. She knows that sometimes the fastest way to create change is by creating disruption that causes us to switch out of autopilot and reevaluate. Okay, T. And I feel like that does have to do with that 333 energy. Again, aligning with things that expand your energy and not contradict your energy. Sometimes we do need that one person that's going to shake shit up. You know what I mean? Unexpected expenses, sudden losses, and ironic occurrences are all a part of the Rogue's way of revealing deeper truths that often go unnoticed. So in your wealthiest timeline, you are definitely someone who exposes the truth, okay? It says, wherever discontent or lack lurks, you will find the Rogue. She works stealthily as she tosses obstacles your way, hoping to disrupt and redirect you to a more pleasing path of prosperity. Yeah, this is like Scorpio energy, Uranus energy. This is, I'm going to come in here, shake shit up, and you're going to be happy with me at the end of the day. This reminds me of someone like Gordon Ramsay, right? He comes into these places, these restaurants, and people fucking hate him for the week that he's there. And then the day he's leaving, they cry because, not because he was so nice to them, right? Or he was a people pleaser to them all week. No, because he was real and he was raw and he said what needed to be said for these people to get the change that they deserve, okay? The change that they really needed, okay? It says, the rogue is relentless in her work and stubbornly sticks around, causing turmoil, sometimes external, sometimes internal, sometimes both, until she gets your attention. She may be asking you to approach your money-making venture more playfully, or perhaps she's trying to tell you to understand that abundance isn't something to be sought, but something that merely needs to be uncovered within yourself. Look for the greater truth beneath the madness, the lack, or the frustration. By doing this, you'll find the key that unlocks your next level of abundance, and the rule will ease up on her antics. Yeah, so like, I do feel like for a lot of you guys here, how you're going to make your money in your wealthiest timeline has a lot to do with helping people with their transformation. Okay, for some of you here in pile number one, I feel like this is speaking more towards kind of how it speaks in the end of this message, right? Your money making venture being actually a more playful approach, okay? It seems like two different messages here, but let's go ahead and get the rest of the cards out. We have release burdens. Look at that. Okay. Hopefully it focuses. Okay. It says, embrace clarity and let go of what no longer serves you, allowing new insights to guide your path. Do things, go in the direction that is expansive to you, not contracting to you. Is that the word? Contracting. And then we have the card of justice here. Okay, this is Libra energy. Spirit's definitely telling me with this. Okay, right now you need to remove anything that is overwhelming to you, anything that feels like stagnation to you. You need to remove anything and anyone in your life that is making you feel like I'm stuck where I am. I need to push really hard to get to where I want to be. Another thing that I'm getting with this one, truths revealed. Okay, that's something coming up here. The wealthiest you, the version of you who lives in this wealthiest timeline, isn't afraid of the truth. You have to be able to take the truth and tell the truth. Raw, okay, raw truth. Okay, pile number one. Now with this justice card, I do feel like this is saying, okay, 11 energy, Libra energy, the current you, the version of you that you are now, what can you do practically kind of to align with this wealthiest version of you, to align with this timeline? You have to go at things level-headed, okay? The level-headed version of you knows when that fire is necessary, when that big push and energy is necessary, and when it's not, when you can be more playful. But you have to understand, of course, you know how people say there's a time and a place. There's a time and a place, pile number one. And the wealthiest version of you knows and trusts that they know that time and that place every time, okay? But you can't, there's no, I'm sorry to say this, there's no version of you, pile number one, that is as wealthy as you desire to be, that is still holding on to lies, that's still holding on to secrets, that's still holding on to denial. The wealthiest version of you, I'm hearing in every timeline, understands that truth and honesty and justice are important, okay? And they are foundational values. So make sure as you're aligning with this energy, keep that in mind, okay? Now, the last card that I have for you is an affirmation, and I want you, pile number one, comment this affirmation below, connect with this affirmation, write it down somewhere you can see it over the next 48 to 72 hours, because it will transform your energy. Okay, this is what it looks like here. Absolutely gorgeous. And it says, when I choose to trust in my desires, the cosmos rewards me with endless gifts. I feel like that aligns, no? When I choose to trust in my desires, the cosmos rewards me with endless gifts. Go after the things that you want, that make you feel big, that make you feel like you can take up space. If there are any beliefs, if there are any people, places, environments that make you feel small, that make you feel like, pile number one, I can't grow here, it's gotta go. Okay, it's got to go. So you can have this attachment to money that's fluid and that's fun versus this attachment to money that's, I almost want to say crippling. Okay, pile number one. So this is what I have for you. Whether you are using your gifts to dramatically transform people or very playfully transform people, whatever you choose to do in your career, in your money making venture, go at it level headed. Okay, meditate when you need to, do the healing work when you need to. It will make all of the difference. That is how you're going to get to this wealthiest timeline. I love you. I appreciate you. If you want a one-on-one reading with me, you can do that through one place only, and that is my website in the description below. I love you. I can't wait to see your comment, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye, y'all. Pile number two, welcome back. Let's get into your reading. The first thing I'm going to do actually is lay out all of your cards here. I will show them to you, of course. See which way this wants to fall. Okay. We have 4 cards out here for you. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter reading, but it's going to make all the difference for you in the next 48 to 72 hours, okay? Because we're talking about how to align with your wealthiest timeline, this wealthiest version of you. The first way to do that, we're going to see what is the personality, what is the approach of this version of you who has what you want, this version of you who lives in this wealthiest timeline. Okay, we're going to be using this deck by Taylor Eden. She's another creator here on YouTube, and I absolutely love her content and love her work. So let's go ahead and see what it says here in the book for you. For the catalyst, you are the catalyst in your most wealthy timeline. I really want you guys to see this, so let me... Okay, this is what it says, my love. Abundant activation, gifts awoken. There is so much that we carry deep within ourselves that is waiting to be used to help us create more prosperity in our lives. Potent desires, untouched dreams, slumbering gifts, many lie dormant, unbeknownst to the conscious mind. The catalyst specializes in reaching deep into other souls and awakening that which is untapped. She's finely attuned to the gifts and potential in others, knowing which parts of someone to activate in order to help them reach new levels of abundance. So not only in your wealthiest timeline are you at this new level of abundance that you never experienced, but you're helping other people get there as well. Okay. It says this card indicates that something is currently being activated within you, even if you haven't noticed it yet. You may see new talents emerging that you didn't know you had within yourself, or perhaps you'll start to identify new ventures stirring in your heart. Whatever the change is, embrace it. Whatever you need to help you call in more wealth into your life is stirring within you now. Lean into it, allow it to emerge into the world, and let it lead you to great abundance. So this is definitely pile number 2. This is telling me not only are you going through an activation right now, but through your activation, you will activate others. And by activate, what do I mean? I mean you're going to help awaken the energy, awaken the willpower, the spiritual energy, the self-capable energy. Is that how I can say that? Pile number 2. You have a lot of power. You chose the number 555 for your pile, and 555 often means change. It often means things are shaking up, right? Sometimes positive, sometimes negative ways. Okay, and this is definitely being confirmed here that in your wealthiest timeline, you are someone who helps others reach new heights. And every time you help someone else upgrade to a new level, no matter what that level is for them, you upgrade yourself, your business, your wealth, your finances. This is like amazing. This is tea. I like this pile. Okay, you might be a creator. You might be someone who is spiritual and you do healing work for others. Maybe you work in, I wanted to say like healthcare of some sort. Maybe you have a job that's based on commission somehow. So every time you help someone get one thing or you sell one thing, you get double the pay, right? It's something here like that. And Spirit's telling you it's something you have. You have a natural skill and power, but it's also something that they're definitely encouraging you to continue to work on so it can only get stronger, okay? Now we have Just Go With It. Okay, this is the next card we have. And it says embrace spontaneity and trust the journey, remaining open to unexpected twists and turns along the way. So Spirit's definitely... okay. Spirit's definitely saying the wealthiest version of you knows how to embrace change. The current version of you either doesn't know how to embrace change or can be a little bit too loose, right? You don't, when things change or when you try to adapt to changes, you can't really keep a routine. You can't stay consistent, right? So one thing that you can change, that you can remove from this timeline to replace with to replace with the behaviors that the wealthiest you has, is that understanding that yes, I can embrace change, embrace spontaneity, but I always have a plan and I always understand and trust that wherever I go, wherever I'm headed, at least the plan that I have for myself it's a simple plan, right? So for example, if I'm an artist and I never know who my next artist I'm working with is going to be, right? Say I'm a producer and I never know who my artist is going to be. There's a difference between going with the flow and never being prepared and going with the flow and always coming with a couple different genres of music, a couple different speeds. I never know what their tempo, preference is, whatever the case may be. That is the difference that I'm talking about here. And with the Queen of Swords is a very beautiful energy because this is the energy that says, right now, what your current self can do to align with this timeline, something that you can add into your life versus removing, don't be afraid to be very vocal. You don't have to rub in other people's faces and be boastful, but show off your intelligence a little bit. Pile number 2, there's so many things that you can help other people improve and change in their own lives and in your life, but nobody's going to know that if you don't speak up, and nobody's going to see that if you don't care for it to be seen. Okay, so please ensure that you are tapping into this air sign energy of communication, this Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy of going with the flow, trusting in the flow, trusting in the process and divine timing, and also understanding I always play a part in this divine timing. I always play a part in this divine plan. Okay? T. The last card that I have for you, this is just going to be an affirmation for you to align with this wealthiest timeline. And please believe me when I say this will work. So within the next 48 to 72 hours, repeat this affirmation to yourself as much as you can. Believe it, feel it, live it. Comment it below, solidify it. Find other people in the comments who have this pile. Connect with them through this energy. Magnify it, okay? This is what it says. So pretty, by the way. Okay, it says, I am the universe in motion. Oh my God, that's so tea. I'm not even done, but that's so tea. That's literally the catalyst. No, you are the universe. We already know that. So when you are the catalyst, you are a universal catalyst. No, you are a tool. You are a vessel for the universe. Let me not even. I am the universe in motion. Through my actions, all wealth flows. That is what you need to remember. It's not that I always go with the flow. It's not that things come to me when I go with the flow. It's that through my actions, all wealth flows, no matter what I do, when I do it, where I do it, how I do it. I know that if I do it and I planned to do that and I chose to do that, I trust that source is on my side and that wealth is flowing. And that's what the wealthiest version of you in the wealthiest timeline possible believes. So you need to start believing it too. Thank you so much for watching. If you want a one-on-one video, one-on-one reading with me, I do video readings and I do phone calls, virtual readings as well. So you can do that through my website. Check the description and make sure to comment below. I can't wait to chat with you in the comments. Okay. Bye, y'all. Hi, pile number 3. Let's go ahead and lay out your cards. You picked number 222. Okay. I feel like I'm already getting this message that has a lot to do with consistency. But let's just get into the card first, okay? This is your card. I'm getting a very unsure energy from you, pile number 3. 222 is an angel number we often see when we're being encouraged to make a certain decision, to make our mind up about something, to communicate about something, or find balance between things. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I'm picking up here. So let's go ahead and see what the Light Weaver, this beautiful card here, has in store. Okay, this is what it says. Wealth multiplied, symbolic growth. The light wearer has a unique gift. Whenever anyone else is around her, her wealth increases. And best of all, the gift costs her nothing. Her presence is her gift. The energy she radiates activates abundance in the people around her. Oh, babe. This is tea. This is everything. She finds joy in spreading her abundant energy to others, helping them magnetize exponential abundance. And in return, she is rewarded with an increase of her own wealth. She knows that her path to abundance is one of assistance. By helping others to become more prosperous, prosperity finds its way to her, sometimes from the people that she helps directly, sometimes from others that are impacted indirectly by her gift. The Light Weaver asks you to look at what comes easily to you and offer it to others. That is the key thing. Look at what comes easily to you and offer it to others. This is about multiplying your wealth easily. That is something that this version of you in the wealthiest timeline has mastered. Okay? It says, focus less on how you'll become prosperous and instead ask how you can help others become more prosperous. The more you help others find their abundance, the more your own abundance will flow to you. And that's what this is all about, okay? The wealthiest version of you in the wealthiest timeline isn't concerned or worried about the money. And I know people hate to hear that. I know it's like, girl, what do you mean you're not concerned about the money? I need the money. We all know you need the money, okay? But this wealthiest version of you isn't focused on the money because she knows the money will come. How will the money not come if I'm doing things that bring me money? See, right? So yeah, let's see. Emerging dawn. Trust that every ending is another beginning. Trust that every ending is another beginning coming in disguise. Okay. So I feel like I'm getting a lot of channel messages here. You might have, you might be a light worker of some sort, a channeler of some sort. Maybe you're a tarot reader. You practice divination for others, or maybe there's just something again that comes naturally to you that you do very well. That is of assistance to others. And I do feel like this for a lot of you this has spiritual connotations to it, even if this isn't a direct spiritual product or service. But it changes people. It changes people. It helps them understand whatever this is for you, that, you know what, the way that I've been looking at my own growth and my own self-worth and the things that I can achieve has been real wonky. And you just cleared that up for me, you know? And you have to believe that you can do that for yourself as well, just as easily, if not easier, than you can do it for others. So this emerging dawn card telling you to trust that every ending is another beginning, is really telling you, yes, trusting in this transformation, trusting in the process of transformation, because it's something that you help people go through with ease, okay? And it's something that you need to learn to go through with ease. The Ace of Swords here. Okay, and the Ace of Swords usually comes out when Spirit is telling you or encouraging you to gain clarity. They want you to gain clarity. They want you to meditate, visualize, okay? I can even say this is things like reading, writing, painting, doing any type of, for any form of expression that is a healthy way of channeling for you, okay, is really, really, really a great way to align with this version of you from this wealthiest timeline. And educating yourself on whatever this field of work is for you is a great way to align with this energy, align with this belief. That's what this sits on, this timeline sits on, is this belief that, you know what, not only am I well educated, not only am I spiritually in tune and healthy, but I am able, for the cost of nothing, for complete free, spread the energy I naturally have and get paid for it. You know what I mean? Share with people the things that I naturally do and get paid for it. And not every pile is going to get this card. Not every person can say that the wealthiest version of me has gotten this wealthy by just being me. Like, that's everything to me. And they really want you to understand that if you cannot trust in the process, if you cannot trust that when one door closes, another one opens, if you cannot understand and trust that when someone's meant to walk out of your life, they're meant to leave. When this business is meant to close, it's meant to close because something else is going to come, then you're not going to reach this wealthiest timeline. You wanted me to be honest. I'm being honest. Okay. That's the tea here. Okay. And for your very last card, I have an affirmation for you. And this affirmation is meant to, of course, align you with this version of you. So please comment it below in the timeline. Comment it below in the comments. It will. Here's the thing about quantum mechanics. There is no amount of time that it takes. There's an amount of belief that it takes. So the more you can believe this affirmation, the more you can believe that this version of you is possible to reach, is just one belief away. It says, the more I remember my connection to the divine, the more easily money flows to me. I love that. Because their card is literally called the light weaver, right? Weaving the light that Source has gifted me with funds my life. Isn't that amazing to say? Say that to yourself. Believe that. However that looks like for you. The more I remember my connection to the divine, the more easily money comes to me. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. And if you would like a one-on-one reading with me about this or any other topic, you can do that through one place only, which is my official website. Cannot wait to see you there, or of course, see you right back here on my YouTube channel. Bye, y'all. Pile number 4, welcome back to my channel. You picked the number 1111, okay? And I think it's really interesting that you picked that number because the very first card you got, and the card that literally tells us your energy, your approach to wealth, and your wealthiest timeline is Leader. And if you know a little something about numerology, ones are initiators, ones are beginnings. And 1111 being a master number really tells me that you have this incredible energy. You have this master quality, or maybe even by this point in your life, master level ability to say, you know what, this is what is needed right now, and nobody's doing it, so I'm gonna do it. Not everybody can do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what this says for you in the leader. Let me let you get a good look at it, because I really do think this card is pretty. Your moon sign could be significant. You could have a fire sign moon, definitely. Or you could be a fire sign in general. It says, shift your focus and direct the flow of abundance. The leader is in command of prosperity in her life. She has a clear vision for what she wants to accomplish and directs her money accordingly. She spends no time worrying whether her vision will be realized, which is a very common thing with seeing the number 1111. Although 1s and 11s can speak about the initiator, it can also speak about the manifester. And sometimes the manifester can have a hard time transitioning between the vision and the execution, okay? It says she knows with unwavering certainty that she is the one in control. This card is inviting you to consciously step into the role of being the leader with your own money. In your dance with abundance, it's important to remember that you are the one who's taking the lead. You are the conductor. Money follows you. That's tea. Spirit's definitely saying, you are not, for your career and your field, you definitely could be a leader, and you could have an authoritarian kind of position or voice. But what makes you the real money, what has gotten you to the level of wealthiest possible timeline, is not that you boss people. It's not that you know how to tell people what to do. It's not that you know how to come up with an idea. It's that you know for a fact, number one, I'm in control at the end of the day. I can alchemize this energy whenever I please to become what I desire it to be. And number two, wherever I go and whatever that desire is, my money will follow. That is it not just empowering to hear that? Repeat. Go back and listen to it again and say that out loud and feel how good it feels to say that. It's just, words are powerful, and spirit really wants you to understand you have a lot of powerful energy, and using it intentionally will set you up for success. It says, in your dance with abundance, it's important to remember that you are the one who's taking the lead. You are the conductor. Money follows you. It doesn't lead you. It doesn't control you. It doesn't call the shots. In fact, it's taking cues from you. Your money's not waiting around for you. Your bills are not waiting around for you to pay them. You are commanding, my bills are paid at this time. Period. Your money isn't walking around chasing you. You're not running through the streets saying, I'm looking for my money, I'm looking for my money. You stand and you say, money, come to me. Opportunities will come. And I know it sounds crazy, especially for people who are not big manifestors, intentional manifestors, but it's possible. It happens, and you do it every day unconsciously, okay? It says, even when you feel that you're the one following, always at the back, even when you feel like you're the one following, always at the beck and call of money, always chasing it, you're the one that's initiating the chase by focusing on lack more than abundance, okay? Spirit's definitely telling me that's something that you're doing in this timeline, that comes from this insecurity, or this fear that you have deep within surrounding money, and surrounding your money mindset. Okay. Turn your focus to the way money ebbs and flows with you. Don't focus so much on this is when money comes and this is when money isn't here. Focus on how. Focus on the patterns, right? Start to observe those and focus those patterns. See how it goes. see how it goes where you point, never letting up or putting up an argument. Look for the ways it's trying to make itself available to you. See how easy it is, always working for you and for your highest good. From this vantage point, it's easy to see how the idea that money controls you is merely an illusion. You are the leader. Money is only ever following you, and that is the biggest difference between the version of you now and the version of you in this wealthiest timeline, is that this version of you in the wealthiest timeline wholeheartedly believes my money is where I am. Period. Okay? The only hard part and the only difficult part about that is, especially something you're struggling with now, is that if your mind, how can I say this? If your mind is not focused on things that are in this same frequency of wealth, it will bring you down. It will begin to knock you down levels, babe. Okay? And that's why you have these experiences climbing this ladder of wealth and then finding your way back down or finding your way stagnant. Okay? It says, flame of courage, ignite the flame of courage, lighting the path of bravery amidst the shadows of fear. So I feel like this definitely makes sense, no? With the card that we just read, because Spirit in this card is definitely telling you, you need to get rid of the fear. Replace the fear with courage. What's the difference between fear and courage? When you're fearful, you're not going to do it. When you're courageous, you could still be scared. Fear can still be there, but you're going to do it. Do it scared. Do it while you're afraid, because it will change you, okay? And it will teach you things, and it will awaken things and shift your focus from, I can't make money, there are so many ways I cannot do this, to, I actually control my money way more than I ever realized. And it's way easier than I ever realized, because it's not about chasing it down, because then it will run away from me. It's about commanding it to me, because then it has no choice but to come. With the Three of Wands here, okay, this is definitely telling me that the energy that your wealthiest version of you in this wealthiest timeline, how can I say this? The thing that you can do practically in this timeline to align with that energy of you in the wealthiest timeline is taking a step back, understanding your vision, understanding, it's like deciding, okay, do you want pizza or do you want burgers tonight? And you kind of having a hard time, but you're like, you know what? I want pizza. You thought you did it. Ooh, okay, I picked pizza tonight. I'm off the hook. And then, oh, you want me to also pick what goes on the pizza? Okay, hold on. I need another 5 minutes. Let me think. That's the energy. Weird analogy, but that's the energy. And Spirit's telling you, you've gotten to the next step of decision making and planning and strategizing. And this is where you need to do some reworking, and do the reworking from the mindset of this wealthiest timeline version of you. That's how this change will come. It's not going to come from this version of you, because the version of you that you're living and being at this time has a lot of fear that's holding them back. So I have an affirmation for you. It's going to be an affirmation you can use to, of course, align with this energy. Be sure to comment this affirmation in the comments. Connect with the energy. Vocalize the energy. Make it a belief, not just an affirmation. Okay? It says, I am the creator of my wealth and the receiver of it. I am the creator of my wealth and the receiver of it. Look how beautiful this card is. Oh my gosh. Does that not completely summarize what we talked about? The answer is yes, it does. You command your money. You command your wealth. I am the creator of my wealth and the receiver of it. Because some of you guys might feel like, yeah, I command money, I might get a job, but then the job doesn't pay well. I am the creator of my wealth and the receiver of it. Whatever I choose to do, whenever I choose to do it, I know that money will follow. It has no choice but, because that's the frequency I'm in. And as soon as I choose to change that frequency, so will the things around me change. Okay? I love you guys. I appreciate you. Be sure to say this affirmation, align with this energy, make it a belief. I love you. And if you want a one-on-one reading, you can do that through the description, through my official website. That's the only place you can book with me. So beware of scammers. And I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all. Hello, pile number 5. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead. 777 was the angel number you picked. So let's see what the T is when it comes to your wealthiest timeline and how you can align with it. Okay. Ooh, okay, so for your very first card, we have the Monarch. So you could be a Leo. That's definitely giving Leo energy. I got a little bit of fire sign energy, a little bit of air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy out here. So the Monarch, this gorgeous card. Hopefully it can focus so you can see how gorgeous it is. Okay, we're going to go ahead and read out of the book for you. This card is going to detail for us the energy that this wealthiest you carries, the approach to wealth in your wealthiest timeline. It says, innate value and deservingness, regal confidence, definitely Leo energy here. The Monarch knows that she has been special since the moment of her birth, and as a result, she knows she is worthy of all that she desires. But she understands that it isn't her bloodline, her responsibilities, or her decisions that make her worthy of abundant adoration and wealth. Rather, she knows that she is deserving simply by virtue of existing. And this worthiness is not reserved for her alone. It is inherent to all living beings. This wealthiest version of you in this wealthiest timeline believes anyone, everyone, anything, all times has this inherent level of wealth that is already deserving of, there's this inherent level of value that's deserving of the wealth that you seek. Okay. It says, she rules her life with a real confidence, knowing that her willingness to see her innate value will allow others to see it as well. Not just her, but within themselves. All are worthy and no individual's worth diminishes another. It's like when you see someone who's living so confident, who's doing their thing and doesn't care what anybody says, and you're like, damn, I want to be like that. Like, they inspire you a little bit. They give you this feeling that I can do it too, right? That's what you do for others, which is a very powerful thing. It's a very influential energy that you carry that in this wealthiest timeline. And I'm not getting it's pushy. I'm not getting that it's maybe even intentional at first. It's something that comes naturally to you that you might not even realize that you do for others. But it's something that it's gonna make you a good chunk of change. Okay. It says, all are worthy and no individual's worth diminishes another's. You are being asked to step into your greatness and own the value that you innately possess. There is nothing you need to do or become in order to be worthy of your desires. You are already deserving. You are already deserving. All that is requested is that you acknowledge this innate value and worthiness you already possess. It is your destiny to wholeheartedly embrace the greatness within you. When you do so, abundance in all forms, riches, adoration, influence will be magnetized to you. Okay, so definitely your energy. I mean, I can't say it as how many times can I say it, right? You might struggle with your self-worth at this time, or in this timeline you have really struggled with your self-worth, and Spirit wants you to know the wealthiest version of you, that's not something that is a hindrance to them anymore. Okay, so you're going to have to understand that whether there's something you, how can I say this? whether there is something that you understand or not, whether there is something that you like or appreciate in someone or about something, you know and you understand that all things have value, all things have their purpose, all things are meant to do and be for a reason, for some reason. You know, it may not be something that I would have picked, but I respect that. I respect you for it. That's the energy, okay? Now your second card, ignite your soul. Embrace the mysteries of life. Stay open-minded and embrace the wisdom that unfolds from every experience. Yeah, Spirit's saying you get wiser and you get smarter after everything you do, after every experience you have, after every win, after every challenge. There is nothing that you can go through in this wealthiest version of you. There's nothing that they can go through that will make them believe, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have this. I should give that back. I don't deserve this. I don't think this will work. I don't know if I'm ready. They know I am deserving of anything and everything, because I wouldn't even be able to fathom it if that's not something that I'm capable of. You know what I mean? Like, that's the vibe. And Spirit's telling you another thing that you really want to change, a habit that you want to change, is the convincing yourself that you shouldn't do things, or it's too late to do things, or maybe that's too much. If you feel called to do something, do it, babe. Do it, because you're going to show other people, you know what? Maybe I could do something like that. And not only will you show other people, maybe I can do something like that, but you're going to show other people, I also have an innate gift and worthiness and value, and it only shows when I express myself like this person does. You feel? So we have the Six of Swords coming out. Okay, telling us here, what can you do in this current timeline right now? One practical thing to align with this energy. It's time to cut some people off, or some things out. There are some people that can't go on this journey with you. There are some places or habits that can't grow with you on this journey. Again, I feel like this is people for some of you. You're not ready to go on this journey alone, or you're not feeling like you have the capability or the power or the strength, but you do. This is all you are overcoming a mental challenge. That's what I can say. You are overcoming a mental challenge, and as long as you remind yourself, this is the old version of me trying to keep myself safe, trying to keep myself in one spot, but the new version of me knows that's just not getting me anywhere. So I'm going to do this uncomfortable thing. I'm going to do the new thing. I'm going to say the thing and express myself. And it's like someone who's really afraid and really shy and doesn't want to post on social media, and they post their first video and all the comments are like, oh my God, finally somebody who understands me. Oh my God, I didn't know other people felt that way. Oh my God, who would have thought that there's another Black woman, there's another Hispanic man who says this and acts this way. You know what I mean? Like, people need almost to see themselves represented. People need to see that it's possible for me. It's possible for me. And that is how you enter this wealthiest timeline, by understanding you are that vessel for others, okay? But you can only do that by believing that yourself as well. So we're going to end this reading for you with an affirmation. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I want you guys to comment this affirmation below, as well as any other topics you want me to talk about, any questions you have. Not only will commenting this help with engagement, of course, but it aligns you with the energy. It helps you find other people in the comments who are aligned with this energy. It magnifies the energy. When we magnify energy, it's hard to deny and it's hard to get rid of. Okay, so this is what it says. I possess multi-dimensional abundance that transcends space and time. I mean, god damn. And really, like, it's in your, but like I said in the card, it's in your destiny to embrace every side of you openly, wholeheartedly. And when you do that, when you understand every version of you at every point in time, no matter the decisions that they made, has value, and the future version of yourself has value, and these people around you that you may not even know or like have value, you're going to start to see things differently, and that different viewpoint perspective will change your behaviors and change the way that you approach your wealth and your money and your finances. Okay, help people change their lives. Okay, that's what you're doing in your wealthiest timeline. One more time. I possess multidimensional abundance that transcends space and time. Again, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, no matter who they are, you know that your gifts will come through. You know that your abundance will come through. Okay. I love you. I appreciate you. I cannot wait to see you either in a private booking through my website, link in bio, or right back here on my YouTube channel. This is such a good reading. Bye, y'all.